Welcome back to Energetically You. I'm your host, Megan Swan. On Energetically You, we talk all things abundant mindset, optimal wellness, healthy habits, and integrated wellness business practices. If you haven't already heard, I am pivoting. I am still wellness and mindset coaching because that's all a part of who I am. But I am also bringing in integrated wellness business coaching. I now help powerful entrepreneurs optimize their wellness so that they can step into a CEO mindset, have magnetic energy, and the confidence to scale their dreams sustainably without burnout. As you know, maybe I have 10 years of integrated wellness experience as a certified IIN health coach, plant-based chef, yoga teacher, and CEO. I have been my own boss for the last 10 years. So, welcome back. Today is going to be a brief episode. I wanted to talk all about why you need a unique signature framework in your business. So, if you are a wellpreneur, a solopreneur, basically anyone who works one-on-one with clients, or even this can be used to design your product or your course. You know, what is the framework, the process that you are going to walk a client through from A to B? You know, B being the final transformation, or the where they want to be versus where they are now. And so let's dive right in. The short answer as to why you need a unique signature framework is in order to stand out. And the long answer is a little bit more nuanced, but also fairly straightforward once you get your head around it. It will give you clarity and confidence and empower you to sell from the depths of your soul. So what the heck does that mean? Basically, I'll give you the example of, 6 years ago that I came out of my certification to be a health coach. And that same certification, tens of thousands of people take every year. So how was I going to differentiate myself from the other health coaches? And, it almost always starts, at least, with going back into your own story. Like, what were the pieces that you needed to solve your own puzzle that maybe weren't provided in the quote unquote framework that a given certification gave you? Meaning, what is your unique life experience, expression, point of view of the world that you can bring to your framework and in turn to your work with your clients? Like, why is someone going to pick you over the other 10,000 life coaches, health coaches, business coaches? I mean, of course, there's millions, not thousands, right? It's because your unique framework is your soul expression of your growth, your knowledge, your personal experience, and unique perspective on this world and on your industry. Your UVP, or unique value perspective or position, is your advantage in the market. And the quicker you get clear on exactly what that is, the easier it is to hone in your messaging, create content. So sell your offer, but then also on the back end, your work with your clients becomes so much more fluid, and you become more confident because you are crystal clear on what you exactly you're walking through with them. What are you providing them? What are the deliverables? What are they going to walk away with exactly? So this all comes back to this idea that you want to be a big fish in a very small pond. This is the reality of working in the global marketplace. It is so massive that it's pretty much impossible for us to actually visualize how many potential consumers, customers, clients there are out there. Instead, I always think of, I just really want to work one-on-one with 100 incredible women over whatever, the next 5 years, 10 years. Ultimately, my work will overflow to thousands of women, partly because I will inspire women to become coaches themselves. They'll have clients, partly because I'll probably be doing more group programs. Eventually, I'll probably have standalone courses. And these are all ways that people get influenced by my unique perspective, my unique framework, while working directly with me, or maybe not working directly with me, but having some sort of experience or exposure to the way I look at things, basically. So at the end of the day, you want there to be like I've got to work with her for this problem. So like, what is the specific problem? Right now, I'm personally focusing on, are you a wellpreneur, a solopreneur, someone who works in the health, wellness, or spiritual online space and wants to build your business, but you want to keep your own optimal wellness at the forefront of your business systems, your design, your structure, the whole 9 yards. Basically, you want to be authentic and transparent and actually enjoy your life and be able to walk the talk of the wellness, vibe and mindset and practices that you're selling, and actually infuse wellness into your business on all fronts, like how you actually do business, how you actually work on a day-to-day basis, how you outsource in, all of the ways that you are expressed in your business and your brand and your interaction with your clients and what you're infusing into them is all truly honoring wellness at the forefront. So back to why you need your own signature framework. It's also because you want to be unapologetically you, like just because it's way easier, A. B, it's liberating, and that's part of the reason I think many people, particularly women, get into entrepreneurship to start their own thing, because they don't see the ability to be unapologetically themselves in a corporate situation or in a given, even some yoga studios are very square, like there are a lot of rules and you can do this and you can do that. I could go deeply into a story of one of my greatest mentors on how she basically, didn't speak up or, went with the flow for over a decade in a very high-end yoga studio because, she, in many respects, felt like she was at the top of her game and very successful, but she still felt like she had to put herself in a box. So, and also you want to just be you fully. And I think that's another aspect of being liberated, like not feeling like you have to hide any one little tiny aspect of yourself in order to be successful. I think we do this in all spaces and shapes and forms in this world where we wear partial masks or full masks, maybe not everywhere, but in certain situations. And more and more, I'm just feeling so empowered and aligned that the more, I don't know if you've seen this meme, it's like my new favorite, that it just says like, just so you know, or just because I'm just going to keep getting more pretty or good looking, weirder and out, I'm just going to be getting weirder and weirder. And like, so if that's going to make you uncomfortable, like you should probably go somewhere else. Because back to the 100 women is not really that many. Well, 8 billion people. Let's think of you're really talking about maybe hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people that are your potential clients. If you insist on working with only one gender, so you kind of half that, but it's still like way more potential clients than you want to personally exude energy to work with. You really want to find your tribe. For me, it's the women that they read what I'm, putting down around the world, and they're like, fuck yeah, like, why didn't I say that? Or tell me how you got to a place that you're so comfortable saying that and how and why, like all the things, all the background, like give me all the goods. And, that's what I do. So once you find that sweet, sweet spot where you finally feel aligned to be yourself, like unapologetically, fully expressed yourself, then that is when these aligned clients arrive. Because all along the way, when I was still, quote unquote, playing it small in certain aspects, whether it be in my copy, in truly being honest with myself on what I wanted to work with. It's like, okay, well, yeah, I wanted to be a health coach and I enjoyed that, but I was very clear that early on that wasn't going to be, vast enough. That wasn't going to be juicy enough for very long. Then with the wellness coaching, same thing. Like, I still love helping women optimize their wellness and essentially just, finding like a new, deeper self-love to the point where they just can't deny taking better care of themselves because, they're just so much more aligned with, wanting to live their best life for multiple reasons. And therefore, it just doesn't make sense, all of the self-destructive behavior and habits that we tend to adopt. And then, let's face it, like mainstream society just normalizes. But I still want to help women expand even more. So it's like, once you optimize your wellness and you are able to make decisions and take action from a much more confident, energetic, like a deep aligned energy that you're tapping into, because it's authentic energy of it's like a drive to do what you want to do. And you're making these empowered decisions, be like, no, I really don't want to be in this career anymore. I actually didn't, like 10 years ago, but I didn't have the guts to make the move. Or same thing about a marriage or a relationship, or maybe, you want to live in a different country. Maybe you realize that you've been looking for the wrong relationship, or maybe you realize you don't need a relationship. Maybe, like, all these things, massive life changes that come when you take better care of yourself. These things become crystal clear, and also you have this confidence and energy to take action and be like, no, you know what, like, life is short, I'm going to do the thing. Because if I don't do the thing, I'm going to be so disappointed in myself that I didn't even try. So, and I don't want to be where I am now in 5 years. Like, that would be fucking depressing. So all of these things come around to the fact that now I get to help these, energized, confident, empowered AF women make the move and start their own business in many, many cases, because they're attracted to work with me in the beginning because they fucking love what I do and it seems like juicy, and it is. So it's all in divine timing also, like when you think, you're probably going to have this on your radar, these things that you need to change, that you want to change on some level, but you just don't. It's going to be on your radar for a long time before you just basically get sick of your own crap and decide that taking messy action is more desirable than staying in the same stagnant energy that you have been for months, years, decades, whatever it is. So having your own unique framework, let's go back to now you're walking the talk. You're like, heck yeah, I want to be a coach. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to be totally geographically independent. I want to have radical flexibility of my schedule, my time, my energy. I want to have 100% control over who I work with and spend time with on a day-to-day basis. what am I working towards? What is the impact I want to have? All these things. And so, yeah, many people, women in particular, are coming around to coaching. Like, they want to help other women get to wherever they are in their journey, because there's always women like 2 to 5 years behind you in terms of realization, actualization, self-development, all those things. There's always somebody who needs your support. And so that's, the birthing of the gestation of the coaching industry. And I'm just quickly going to touch on, like, what's the difference between working with a coach and working with, let's say, a psychologist or a nutritionist? Those traditional professions are really based on this idea that you're going to need them on an ongoing basis. Like, they're not trying to give you the tools to change your life forever so that you can then go on and change the lives of others. Their MO is, pay me per session. I'll fix your problem in the moment right now. And then, like, in 3 months, you're going to need me, or, every 2 weeks, you're going to need to come and check in with me. And because this is like an ongoing, they don't give you the knowledge, the empowerment, the tools, the confidence. They don't like get you to a place that you know what to do for yourself. It's always, you have this reliant relationship on them, to check in with the psychologist for like weekly, bi-weekly therapy, or in the example, the nutritionist, it's like, now I'm living in this place, or now I'm this age and I need to do a new diet. Like, it's always constantly relying on them and checking in. Like, in a coaching scenario, the idea is that we work together for 3-6 months, and then, you're in your own space. Maybe the type of coaching you might need, because you're up leveling, might change. First you work with a wellness coach, and then you need a business coach, for example. Anyway, bottom line, it makes your life easier and your business plan more strategic to have your own unique signature framework. So you've decided to become a coach, and you need to figure out, like, what is unique to my perspective on coaching? What am I bringing to the table? What is unique to my story? What is unique to my situation? What is unique to how I personally got through this transformation? I got myself from A to B. What was the whole entire recipe? What was the cooking time? All of those little, nitty-gritty elements. So there'll be, sort of some industry commonalities on your framework, but at the end of the day, there needs to be a couple pieces that are uniquely you, so that you can become the expert, the go-to on that unique type of transformation that someone's looking for. So let's say you want to be a coach that helps midlife moms stop relying on wine for relaxing themselves. Like, that's a really specific problem that you're solving. And so what is the unique framework? Like, what do they need to know? Well, you need to, support them in other ways on how they're going to relax. You're going to teach them about their nervous system probably, and what goes into, what actually happens in the body on a neurological level, on a nerve level, when we're relaxed versus not relaxed, all those types of things. Just to give you a random example. And then make it uniquely yours. Like, maybe you're going to have some mindfulness practices. Maybe for you, like, HIIT workouts are the solution to the too much drinking wine problem. It's all like comes so much from your personal experience, your knowledge, your perspective on what it is that gets you from A to B, and then the deep soul expression of that comes through in your signature framework. So this is being published on Tuesday. So tomorrow I am doing a very cool masterclass on this exact thing. I'll have the link in the show notes if you want to sign up. And even if you're listening to this podcast after the fact, you can still sign up, and I'm going to have the replay, or I will get a notification that you signed up, and I will reach out to you with the information and at very least the workbook. So in this masterclass, you're going to walk away with the workbook to build your unique signature framework, knowledge of the 5 steps, and a good head start. So if you come live on the call, it's an hour masterclass, you could potentially get it sussed on the call if you're heads down doing the work as I'm running the masterclass. Totally possible. You will also walk away with new confidence and clarity on what makes you unique and how to lean on it instead of potentially hiding it or pretending it doesn't exist. And new insight into sales psychology and strategic marketing. Like, why is it even important to have a unique signature framework? I touched on it quite a bit here, but there is even more to it. So after this masterclass, you will have the materials, the know-how on how to design your own signature framework so that you can show up with more confidence, clarity, and empowerment in your marketing and in your work with clients, which I mentioned off the top. So if you're ready for clarity, confidence, new motivation, and an offer that truly embodies you, join me. May 11th, 1 p.m. Eastern is the live, and I said there will be a link to the replay. I'll drop the link in the show notes here, and I just want to wish you a beautiful, beautiful Mother's Day week. It was Mother's Day in the United States and Canada on Sunday, and today's Tuesday, the 10th, is Mother's Day here in Mexico, and it's a beautiful celebration. I also posted a reel about sort of like a different, some musings on motherhood and what that could mean, because really, at the end of the day, particularly women, we're always gestating. We are incubators for change. We are birthing ideas, projects, beautiful things into this world all the time, and I think we should honor that in general and not sort of single out the lucky moms that, managed to birth an actual human baby. There are many ways that we mother. There are many ways to celebrate women on Mother's Day. So, food for thought, wishing you well, would love to see you at the masterclass. If any of this resonates and you just want more information, reach out to me on the socials. Instagram is where I hang out the most, at Megan Swan Wellness. Have a good one.